Hello vinyl community and record lovers, it's Andrew. Wasn't too well last week. I managed to pick up this flu bug that's going around, so most of last week was spent in bed, so I was going a bit stir crazy. Anyway, on Monday this week I began to feel quite a bit better, and then yesterday, Tuesday, I decided I needed to get out and about, so I went to my local record shop, which is about 10 miles away from me, and I was looking through the bargain section like I normally do, and the manager shouted across to me, all the records in that section are now 10 pence each, so that's 10 for £1. So I thought, oh, terrific. But I wasn't really expecting to find many, but I was really surprised. I got quite a few. So I'll show you what I managed to get. And there's a lot to get through, so I'll stop waffling and get straight onto it. The first one was Looking Through the Windows by Jackson 5. Smokey Robinson's Being With You. The Eurythmics, We Two Are One. Bryan Adams, Into the Fire. All of these records are in really excellent condition too. Ricochet by Tangerine Dream. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Punch the Clock. Excuse me, Ricky Lee Jones, this one's called The Magazine. Tears for Fears, Song from the Big Chair. Some of these records I've got already, but for 10 pence they seem to be in much better condition than the ones I'd already got, so I bought them to just to compare which is the best copy. Listen to Me, Buddy Holly. Pointer Sisters, Greatest Hits. The Human League, Travelogue. This one I've got already, but my copy's pretty crackly. I'm hoping this one will be a lot better. This is Japan's Tin Drum. I've got ZZ Top, Afterburner. Kathy Kirby sings 16 hits from Stars and Garters. Roxy Music's debut album. The Partridge Family Sound Magazine. And 10cc's debut album. I've got Christopher Cross, Another Page. A foreign, I think it looks like a Greek copy of Men at Work, Business as Usual. It's on a white cover rather than the usual yellow. Got Brian Ferry's Boys and Girls. Another one I've got already, but this is a much nicer copy. This is Tina Turner's Private Dancer. Another one I've got already, but again this is a better copy. This is The Best of Gene Pitney. Live Performance, Jake Thackeray. The John Lennon Collection. I think I've got that one already as well, actually. Loudon Wainwright III, Unrequited. Marty Robbins, The Return of the Gunfighter. Anne Murray, Country. Dr. Hook, Pleasure and Pain. The Eurythmics, Savage. David Essex, The Whisper. At Last, The Pips. This is Hancock, Tony Hancock. The Cure, Standing on a Beach, the singles. Night Owl, Jerry Rafferty. I've got this one already, but my copy's got a really bad scratch on it, and this one's perfect. Paul Anka, Music Man. Genesis, Invisible Touch. Eagles, On the Border. One simply called Eagles. This is a compilation. This is called Super K's Bubblegum Explosion. This is on the sequel label. Velveteen Transvision Vamp. I sort of remember them. Can't quite remember much about them, so I'll be interested to see what that's like. Probably pretty dated, I would imagine. Eagles, One of These Nights. Lou Gramm, Ready or Not. That's the vocalist from Foreigner. The Best of Carly Simon. Bon Jovi, New Jersey. The Hollies sing Buddy Holly. The New Seekers live at the Royal Albert Hall. The World of the Yetis. Klaus Wunderlich, Hammond Pops. Sweet Inspiration, Cilla Black. Boston's first album, I think, or it may be the second one, not quite sure. I've had to put this one in a plastic sleeve because the sleeve's quite sticky and I can't seem to get that off, so put that in a plastic sleeve. And the Power Station, 33 1/3. Again, this one's got where the sticker was, it's very, very sticky, so put that in a plastic cover. Roy Orbison's Greatest Hits. Brenda Lee, My Greatest Songs. Chicago album. Not quite sure which number, they tend to be numbered, I'm not quite sure which one this is, but that's that one. Hits of Yesterday, Matt Monro. I've got that one already, but this is a much nicer copy. The Good Old Days from the famous City Varieties Music Hall Leeds. Fergal Sharkey. Barbara Dixon, Heartbeats. The Boomtown Rats, The Fine Art of Surfacing. That's an American copy, that's on Columbia. David Essex, Out on the Street. Bought that really for the artwork, it's got really nice artwork on there. Barbara Streisand's Stony End. I got this one the other week actually, but this is a slightly older copy and again in better condition. Lisa Stansfield's Affection. Rainbow, Difficult to Cure. The Best of the Crusaders, that's a double album. Bing and Basie. Shawaddy Waddy Trocadero, I bought that for the artwork as well. I'm not overly keen on Shawaddy Waddy, but some really good artwork on that cover. Charlie Rich, I Do My Swinging at Home. Judy Zook, Sports Car. The 3 Degrees, 3D. The World of the Goons. Eddie Cochran, Come On Everybody. Status Quo, Hello. Now this is the only one that's a bit of a disappointment. This one's the Long Ships original soundtrack. It's actually very badly warped. It won't play on most of my decks. I do have one deck that's got a heavier pickup, and I can get some of the tracks to play on that one. But that's the only one out of all of these that's not in very good condition. Olivia Newton-John, Don't Stop Believing. Lulu's album. Uriah Heep's Demons and Wizards. I was very pleased to get that one. Bing and the Dixieland Bands. The Bee Gees, Children of the World. Got that one already, but this is a much nicer cover than the one I've got. Someone I'd never heard of actually. Tommy Overstreet, Heaven is My Woman's Love. Stuart Gillis, It's a Musical World. Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me. The Seekers in Green. Then Jericho, First, The Sound of Music. Gilbert O'Sullivan himself. Diana and Marvin. The Weather Girls, Success. The Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Sky. Pleased to get that one as well. That's in lovely condition. This is an interesting one. This one's Miss Ginger Rogers, recorded in 1978. The Everly Brothers, Born Yesterday. That's quite a new one on Mercury Records. The Greatest Hits of Donna Summer. ABBA, The Visitors. The Bobby V Singles album. Compilation called The Heavy Way. It's a Dutch compilation of artists that were on the Vertigo label. The Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland's. Journeys to Glory, Spandau Ballet. China Crisis, Difficult Shapes and Passive Rhythms, the Best of Teresa Brewer, just move those out of the way, The Lightning Tree, The Settlers, City to City, Jerry Rafferty, Frank Sinatra, All the Way, Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder, Wind and Wuthering, Genesis, The Bangles, Different Light, Chicago 17, Shalimar's Greatest Hits, The Pet Shop Boys, Please, The Four Tops, Keeper of the Castle, Four Tops again, Reach Out, Ultravox Uvox, Laurie and the Sighs, and the original cast recording of Les Miserables. So, I just couldn't believe I could find so many, and I was really pleased. So that little lot cost me £9, which is absolutely amazing. So apparently they're going to be 10 for £1 throughout December, so next week I'll definitely make a journey back there. Whether or not there'll be as many next time, I'm not sure, but anyway, it's always worth a try. There's one or two that I left there which I probably would pick up for 10 pence, but it's unbelievable value there at the moment. He's just trying to clear out some of his back stock, he says, but come the new year everything will go back to £1 a piece in the bargain section. So we might as well make hay while the sun shines. Right, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.